Welcome, welcome back. This is still Michelle, and you're still you. This is our foundational flow class. So, what does that mean? For us, that means that we're going to take some foundational movements, make it nice and juicy, make it stretchy, and have a good time reconnecting with our body on the reformer. So, we'll start this next exercise or the set of exercises on the blue and the orange spring. So, go ahead and lay down on the carriage. And as you lay down, just think about how good you're going to feel after this class, all empowered and stuff. So take your feet, because not just one, two. Take your feet onto the foot bar and get your toe creases on just about where the toe and the foot meet. And I want you to check in with the tummy, pull those ribs down into the carriage. Arms are at your side, pressing into the carriage. And we're going to go into it for a tendon stretch. So we're just going to stretch out here, take yourself all the way out, and then lift and lower the heels here. So lift and lower. So we're going to do about 10 of these. So natural breathing here, just connecting with yourself on the reformer, and just really feel the movement articulating through the back of your feet, as well as getting those feet and ankles warmed up. Did I say feet? I mean legs. Legs too. Keep going. Staying conscious of your breath, staying conscious of what you're moving on the reformer. We'll do two more. And last one, go all the way out and then bring the carriage home. We're going to leave our feet on the foot bar here, and I'm going to scoot just a little bit away from the shoulder blocks. I'm going to take my hands behind my head and get in there, interlace those fingers for a little crunch. We're going to crunch up for 5. Now, if you want extra, take your feet up to tabletop, your legs up to tabletop. I'll go here for you and me. Let's do 5. Take it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest your feet on the foot bar. We're going to go ahead and grab those loops from in the back of us. Hands will go on the smaller loops. Option to keep your feet here or come to tabletop again. Press your hands into the straps, and we're going to come up for our hundreds. I'm going to take my feet down just a little bit lower. Shins will be parallel to the floor. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up towards your hips. Hold it there, and we're going to just hold this here. We're going to inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. So we pump the arms, pulse for 5, and exhale. Keep the chest up, keep the head up as you pump the shoulders now and the hands. And if you're like, okay, Michelle, this is a lot, go ahead and lay your head down. So we're keep pumping. Inhale deep for 5 and exhale. So we do this 10 times, 5 and 5. Pulse those arms like a little hummingbird at the side of your body. We're going to go one more set, 10-ish. Hold everything steady, and then roll your spine down the mat. Arms come up towards the ceiling. Stay right here. We're going to do a lateral raise. Just lift and lower the arms. Head can stay where they are, where it is. Go for 1, lift and lower. Pull that belly into the carriage. 2. Let's do 5. 3, 4. Take it slow and sexy. And then 5. Wonderful. Bring it all the way home. Take a rest if you need it. How about a little butterfly stretch right there on the legs? And we're still in the loops here. So bring the legs back together. Here is some arm work. So we'll go into a little pressure into the straps. Feet can stay on the foot bar or leave it in that tabletop position. Go ahead and bring your arms down towards the mat, all the way low. Now we're just going to reach into the biceps. So fingertips will reach past the hips to keep the springs open. Pull your ribs down and just open up the spring by bringing those fingertips towards your head and then press down away. And then we lift and then press away. We'll do 5 like we did the other one. We have 3 more to go just for the biceps. And if you feel like this is heavy, feel free to go ahead and take it down a notch. 1 more. Hold that there. Go ahead and turn your palms towards your hips, and we're going to go into a T position. So open up as long as your shoulders, and then bring it back towards the hips. We'll do 5. Keep breathing. And 2. And 3. 4. Last one. You got this. And 5. I know you're tired. It's okay. If your feet are tired, put it on the foot bar. Where is it? Hello. If not, keep your fingertips here. Reach those fingers towards the hips again, and we'll circle. That's the word, circle. 3 circles, not 5 on this one. We'll circle your favorite direction. Go 3, 2, 1. Little bitty circles. Think of a blueberry or maybe an orange. And then go the reverse. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Go ahead. Let the arms lift up and then bring the carriage all the way home. I'm going to pop up and not drop that strap. I'll pick it up and then put on a black spring. Take that orange off and then get the strap I lost. And we'll lay back down on the carriage for a little hamstring stretch. All right, so set yourself back up. Go ahead, take the loops off and place them onto your feet, just about where your arches are. Arms are come to your side. All right, find your 90-degree angle. So legs straight up and down. If you need a little bend, totally give yourself that permission. Pull the hips down into the mat like you have a seatbelt on, and don't let that tailbone lift up. So hold this here. Just feel the straps and the legs getting a little stretch here. If you need more than that, go ahead and tug on those straps just a little bit. Maybe go ahead and flex those ankles and then see how that feels. Whoo, that is a nice little stretch. If you feel like you need more, go higher up and bring your feet closer to your head. Totally okay. Let's take a couple breaths here. One more stretch just to activate everything in that back body. And then let those straps go. Arms come back to your side. And then we're going to hamstring curl those legs into a frog position. So in my frog, the straps are within my knees. Heels are together, close to the bum. And again, if the bum is up, lay it all the way down. And then extend those legs out 45 degrees. And then bring it back home. Don't let the knees splay too far out. Keep it close into the body. And we'll take it out. I'm pointing my toes at the end. And then bring it back home. And then, I think this is 3, almost said 2. And then bring it back. Let's do 2 more. That's what I meant, 2. I am a dancer, so I tend to like keep my feet pointed, but you don't have to do that. Last one, take it out. Hold that puppy there. Feel that pose like you're almost like a pike or like a teaser. We're going to bring the legs towards us just a little bit, and we are going to go into leg circles here. We'll do 5. So take the feet towards your head. Open out just a little bit wider than the carriage and then circle down and around and up. We'll do 4 more. Down and around and up. Pull that seatbelt in. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold the stretch here. Now we'll press into the reverse. Legs go down and around and up. I find this one a little bit more challenging because my hamstrings and the back of my legs are really on, and I feel that challenge. So take what you need from this exercise, and we're working that hip joint as well as getting that stretch. I think I did an extra credit one. Let's see. I'll just take it in there and hold it there. Yes, and give myself a little stretch there. Thank you, legs. Next exercise will be like a little hip lift. Take your hands at the side of the mat and really press the back of the arms into the mat. Again, check in with those abs. Make sure they're nice and tight and pulled in. So here I'm pressing my feet into the foot straps just to lift up my bum just a little bit, just a little curl, and then bring it back down. So just so, let's say if it's a little credit card getting slid right there. What are you buying for yourself today? Or maybe it's your debit card. Just lift and press in and feel the back body really just like lighting up. Oh yeah. And I'm seeing even doing this that I'm lifting up just a little bit more each time. See if we go a little bit higher. Just lifting the bottom off of the mat. Let's do 2 more. Ish. Good. And then bring it down. We got 1 more. Make it saucy. I'm going to leave it there just for a second. Just get that stretch to see how much I can stay here. I got a little more lift in my bottom. Oh, yes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Deliciousness. And then roll down your spine. Go ahead and bend your knees and bring your feet together. Let's take a stretch here. Take a little butterfly stretch, keeping the soles of my feet together. extra credit. If you want extra credit, you can take it down lower. Yeah. Take a couple breaths here before we get up into the next set of exercises. Last breath. Good. Go ahead and bring the knees back. Take those loops off and ride the carriage back home. We're going to put the loops away and step over to the side to come into a quadruped position. All right. So I'm on my knees. Take my knees and my legs closer to the shoulder blocks. Yes. Taking my hands to either side of the carriage. I want you to center yourself and think about length coming from the top of your head through the tail. So long line, head to tail. Find that neutral belly. Pull the belly towards the ceiling. It's a little curl that you might find in your pelvis right there. So hold that there. So then check with your shoulders, your arm, and your wrist. They're going to be in the same line. So if you're too far out, adjust yourself there. So hold that position. Long neck and spine. Reach. Now we're going to tuck our toes under. Toes will tuck under and we'll come into a hover. So we'll hover just a little bit off of the reformer. So lift for 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We'll do this 2 more times. So again, long neck, long spine, toes are tucked. Let's lift. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. 1 more. You got this. Me too. Hold it there and lift up. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Go ahead and untuck those toes and just tap your bum back for a little stretch right there. And then we'll get back into that quadruped position. So set up here. Same thing for the arms. Legs will change. Find that long spine. Pull those abs in. See that? This is not in. This is in. I'm going to shoot my left leg out. Left leg will shoot out. And I'm going to make sure I clear that foot bar. If my hip is hiking up, I'll take it down towards the floor. Maybe turn out a little bit and find balance on my right side as I hold it there. We're going to stay here and lift and lower this leg 5 times. Lift, squeeze the bottom, and lower to the foot bar. Ish. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Long neck. Looking at the back of that reformer. 1. Great. Excuse me. And then bring yourself down. Little tap. And we'll do the same thing other side. Right leg will shoot it out. Clear the foot bar. Tuck that hip in. Make sure it's down and point towards the floor. And we're going to lift and lower this leg here. You can really see that butt squeeze here. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Bring it home. Lay it back and take a stretch here. I'm going to stretch a little bit further away from the shoulder blocks and come into a child's pose and let my head rest here by the shoulder blocks. If you need more stretch, take the arms out further and just really let that head rest between the arms. Two more breaths here. Okay. And then come up halfway. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit more because I want to go into a spinal twist here. So I'm going to keep that same head distance away from the shoulder blocks. And I'm going to take my right hand and then thread through. So thread through the other side. Maybe try to get your ear more towards the carriage and twist through the side body. See what needs to be adjusted for yourself here. Kind of scan the body and see how that feels. Really twist and use that oblique to really get a stretch from the shoulder down to the hip. Final breath here. Come back through center. Set up same thing other side. So left arm will thread through under the right. And then we'll just lower the head just a little bit. And then get that ear towards the carriage. And take your stretch here. Last breath here. Good. Go ahead. Center yourself. Give yourself a little rolling stretch. And we'll come up, stepping off carefully to the side. I'm going to change my springs. I'm going to put on 2 blues. So take that black off, and then I'm going to grab the box and place it on to our carriage. So box will go long. We're going to get the long box here. We're going to take our bellies onto the box and line up your shoulders or your chest to about where the shoulder blocks are. Now, I would love for you to have your legs extended, but if that's not in your practice today, they can stay bent and keep your heels together. All right, our first exercise here will be our T-pull. So I'm going to just choke up on the straps. Actually, I should say pulling straps. So I'm going to stay here nice and long, pull my belly button away from the box, and let my knuckles come towards the floor. Let long gaze towards the back of the reformer. Find space in your shoulders. Pull that belly away, turn the booty on, squeeze it ever so gently, but tightly as well. And then pull the straps along the side of the carriage. Pull the straps back towards the hips, and then bring it back. We'll do 2 more like this. Now, if you're doing this and you feel like, oh, this is a lot, Mychele, pop off one or change the springs out for you and your preference. Next one, stay long, looking long, gazing at the back of the reformer, pull the straps, feel the back of the arms lighting up, triceps are on, and then lower the body down towards the box. And we'll go last time, pull the straps, that's why it's called pulling straps, nice and long. Little extension if you want it. And then bring everything down. Relax everything on the box. Let the feet go. Yes. I'm feeling it in the back of my body. Even though my belly's on and I'm feeling my arms, my back body is really holding this whole thing together. Now for our next exercise for T-pull, go ahead and take your fingers and your thumb out to the smaller loop. So think thumbs up, 7 up. So you can fly it like an airplane or have it up. So have your arms out to the side and press in just ever so gently just to get your arms at a true T in line with your shoulders. Gaze will still be back at the back of the reformer. Legs are long or legs are bent with that little pressure with the heels. I'm going to keep my legs together here, and I'm going to pull my palms towards my hips. Pull, 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 a little extension there, and then bring it back. Keep that gaze on, keep the neck on, and pull back. Shoulders are on fire, arms are on fire here, but I feel great all the way home. Last one, extra credit if you want to just give yourself a little extra back bend. Hello, and then bring it back, and then rest everything down onto the box. Go ahead and replace those loops. My legs are shaking. Hello. All right, take that puppy off. Taking the box off, placing it ever so gently to the side. And then we're going to round this puppy out. I'm going to leave, let's see, a blue and an orange on for this one. And I'll face you for this one. All right, lovely stretch. A little bit of a change here. So my leg closest to the foot bar will be on. And I have like a pinwheel shape here. Taking my right arm onto the foot bar. Tall spine, nice proud shoulders. And then press away. Other arm will reach towards the foot bar and stretch to the side of your body. Neck is still active, head is still active. And bend that arm and bring the carriage home. We'll do 2 more, maybe 5, I don't know. Press. I always like 3s and 5s. Look at that lovely hand and come back. Let's hold this stretch here. Let's see what we can find in this stretch. So I'm going to stay here. I'm just going to turn my body towards the floor and find a stretch in my side body here. Take a couple breaths here. Good. Leave that right hand on. Turn your body back towards the center. And now I'm going to take a little extra wrapping the side of my head. And now I'm going to turn and look through my arm. And then come back to center. We'll do it again. Turn. and come back to the center. Now take that same action, look up towards the ceiling. Hi. And then bring it back. That right arm is working. I said foundational, but it feels like an arm workout today. And then bring it to the center. Hello. And then take it back to that stretch. Return everything home, bend that arm. We'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll just flip over. You'll see my back. So again, the leg closest to the foot bar will be bent almost parallel to the side of the carriage. Other leg can be against the shoulder blocks, or you can do this cross-legged. All right, so tall spine, look at that alignment, pull everything nice and tight. Uh-oh, buddy, booty shake, fix that. Okay, so for the back version of it, we're setting up everything nice and tight. Front leg is in line with the side of the carriage, and the other leg is on the shoulder rest. Take your left arm to the foot bar, push away, right arm reaches through. Reach side and stretch that whole line through the body. Remember, your head's a part of that chain, so don't let it dip. Keep it nice and long and reaching, and then return, bend that arm. And we'll go again. Reach through the side of your body. And bring it home. Next one, all the way over. Hold that stretch. Take a couple breaths here. And we'll do what we did on the other side. We'll just turn and take that right arm into the foot bar and just turn and get a stretch and a twist in our torso. Good, good, good. And then reach to the center again. Now we'll take that wrap. So wrap the head, shoulders up towards the ceiling, and then look through the arm pressing away. And then bring it right back. And again. Oh, something cracked. And then bring it back. And then set that self up all the way towards the ceiling. Hello again. And then bring it back home. Look up, twist the body, open the chest, open the heart, and then bring it back. Then take a nice, delicious stretch this way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Bring it home, and then we'll do one more delicious stretch. We'll go ahead and lay everything down, leave the springs as they are on the mat. And we'll just take a rest on the carriage. Arms are at our side. Still pull that belly in. We'll go back to where we started for a tendon stretch and just reach away from the foot bar. Lift and lower the heels. Make it relaxing. Make it smooth. Congratulate yourself for a great stretchy workout. There were some tough points in there, but you made it, right? Let's do 3 more. And then bring it all the way home. Leave the feet there. Go ahead and hold on to the shoulder blocks. And just give yourself a nice little stretch here. What we'll do with the right leg, we'll take the right leg, open it to the side of the carriage. Left one will come and join it and take a spine twist here. If you have room, you can look the opposite way. Keep the elbows wide. And then return the legs and the head to neutral. Same thing, other side. Left side will open out to the side. Check that foot on the foot bar. Right leg will come to join it. Hello. And then twist the body. Really stretch to the side of that hip. Wide shoulders. Try to keep that shoulder pinned down on the floor. This one's a little wily on this side for me. And you may notice that one side is really compliant. The other side has its own mind. So it's okay. And then bring that right leg back to center. Left leg comes to join it. Open both legs up for a butterfly stretch here. Final stretch of the day. You'll feel opening through the hip. Hip flexors are relaxed. Inner thighs are like, hello, thank you. And arms can take a break where they are. One more breath here. Bring the legs back to the center. Go ahead and sit yourself up nice and tall, sitting up carefully. And you have had a great foundational workout. I hope you had fun. I'll see you on the next workout.